Hello folks, welcome to Tai Chi 11 in the yurt again, of course. We know it and love it by this stage. So short form first and long form, just the way I've been doing the videos the last couple of weeks. So to start, I'm going to look at short form from the where we left off last week, which was the ward off, the grasping the sparrow's tail. Right, okay. So getting into position. So last week we finished off with the push, okay? So from here we're going to go back into a hand-toed position again, shifting into the left leg. As we do, the hands will pass like this. So you're holding the ball, left hand up, and then we're bringing the weight back to the right leg. As we do so, the hands will pass. Get into our single whip here. So we hook the hand. We'll turn into an empty stance and then step in heel to heel. This hand will come on round to a push and we'll go into our single whip. Okay? So from here I'm going to look at the cloud hands. Now some of you probably haven't gone beyond this. Some of you may not even have got to this, but I'm just going to look at this next sequence anyhow. So the cloud hands is a side stepping sequence. So we'll do the hand-toed thing again, left foot coming round, again the hands pass like this, and then what's going to happen is they're going to pass and I'm going to move across the centre and step in. So it's as if I'm holding the ball here, and then the hands pass and I move across to the other side. Here, hold the ball, as the hands pass, I'll step out. And then I'll move across and I'll step up, the hands will pass. Now here, I'm going to come back to here and hook, and like before, turn, step into the empty stance and go into the second single whip. Okay, so that's as far as I'm going to go. I know that there's some of you have covered that, most of you probably haven't. So have a look at it anyhow, have a go with it. And there's no substitute for one-to-one, but we can't be doing that now, can we? So again from the push, so we're looking at the sequence here. We're doing this type of turn, sitting back into an empty stance, get into this, and then stepping in and out, and then coming forward. This will be our single whip posture. We're facing this way again. So, from the push where we left off last week, again, as if you're holding the ball, right hand down, centre turns, the foot turns. The hands change position and we move across to here, and then we hook this hand, so there's the shape there, with the finger, the thumb and the two fingers together, and then the other one's just held together there. And from here, this hand starts to come up and you turn. It continues on it round and turns to a push, and then we move forward, just bringing that foot round slightly. That's our single whip. So we're bringing the cloud hand, move down. So this hand opens, we do a hand-toe turn again, left foot coming round, there's our position. The hands pass as we turn to centre and we step in to shoulder width. So there's two steps to the side here. The hands pass, we move across and we step out. That's the first step, and then again move across. So on the left, as you're stepping in, think of holding the ball. On the right, again, just you're back to like this, holding the ball position, and then we hook. This hand comes up, we go into an empty stance, step in and out, and then forward into our single whip. Okay, so I'm going to do that then, the same sequence, just from another angle. Okay, and just not talking through it, just so you can see what's going on. So I'm going to do it with coming towards you. So I'll start at where we did last week. From the push, okay, so So that's our finished position, the second single whip there. Now, I know if you're not familiar with that, there's a lot of work in it, but give it a little bit more study. And if there's any questions at all, of course, you know how to contact me. Okay? So we'll leave it for there for short form for this week anyhow, okay? Okay, so long form. Last week in long form we had got to the end of part one, basically. So I'm going to look at the opening of part two, and possibly we'll maybe go through to the end of the repulse monkey section. Okay, so if we're just looking at it, I'll look at it again from a couple of different angles. So last week because it wasn't going any further than the end of part one, I got you to do this cross hands and closing move. You know, we were stepping back in again. So this week we're just going to take it from the cross hands, where it would be there's no close at the end of part one. There is at the end of the form. But as I say, when you're not going any further, you close. So we're in this position, the right hand on the outside. Okay. So as we move across into the left, this foot's only going to pull around slightly. You're in your right leg, and there's the position with the left hand just resting about the middle of the arm. As I sit back, looking into the direction that I'm going to be stepping, left arm straight out, right hand centre of the chest. As the arm folds, step out, and that's our first position, the push into the diagonal. Now, as I turn the hips, sitting into the left leg, left palm up, right under here, do roll back, and then square the hips, make a press shape, and move it into this diagonal again. Separate the whole grasp in the sparrow's tail, sit back, and forward with the push. And then we're going to do look left and look right. So look left, primary direction. Look right, primary direction. The left hand turns, we step into the other diagonal and make a push shape, move it forward in the right foot round. Just to square the hips into the diagonal. Now we're back into the primary direction. So half step, stepping with the feet parallel but diagonal, so shoulder width, and then square the hips, and there's your fist under elbow. Okay, so I'm going to just move forward here so I'm staying in shot to do this sequence. Okay, so there's your fist under elbow. So repulse monkey. As we open the hips, left palm down like this one out to the side. As this arm folds and you step back, left palm up, you step back and then pull in, left elbow to the side, right hand pushing out. Open to the other side, step back, and then shift the weight back. Nearly got that. Open, step, shift, open, step, shift, and in long form in part two there's 5. So your final position, weight back in the left leg, right hand in the push position, left one at the side. So we've looked at the detail in the repulse monkey before in one of the other videos. So I'm just going to stick with sequence here and maybe just do it from another direction. Okay, so let me work this out now. So if I'm standing probably here. Okay, so there's the end of part 1, getting into part 2. Just going to move back a wee bit here. So moving across, sitting back, okay, stepping into the diagonal, and there's our brush knee push. and then this whole section, that's separation, roll back, press, separate, sit back, and push, sit back, look left, sit back, look right, turn the hand, step around to the other diagonal, turn the hands to a push, and then move in, and then step it up, that's your fist under elbow. Okay, so rather than reversing towards you, I'm going to take it from that and do the repulsive monkey just straight on, going from this way. So there's our opening position, fist under elbow, open. So sorry, I'll do that again. Open, step, shift, open, step, shift, open, step, shift, open, step, shift, and one more, open, step, shift. Okay, so as I was saying there, the details are in the other videos. The other video where I put a wee bit more work into repulsive monkey. But these videos just sticking with sequence to build up the form. So enjoy, and I will see you next week. All being well, I hope you're all well.